On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They start the drive with Evans. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Evans gets it again on second down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Texans very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Room here to run. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Stroud sets up the play action. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Stroud looking to change the play. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from yards out. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Play action. Here's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
70 Ranger.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Flushed out right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. On the move to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Let's go now.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On gain of 19 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. A good pickup there of 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Evans now off the option. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. The good signal callers would never go back and idle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
As they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Evans is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Maher is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Fighting his way through contact. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Play action. Stroud now. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
And Stroud now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Go check. Go check.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! DJ Chark. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Our partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they're trying to help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Ready, go.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left.
Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Conner.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On play action, they'll throw.
That'll be caught. It's Toney.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Option play. They give to Evans.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8.
be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Williams will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10.
Texans 10. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and 4. Again, a run with Evans.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On second down, a run with Evans.
And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. at the 10-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching.
Second and 6 from the 10. Evans running straight ahead. Heck of a move. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The defense was ready. And even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll look to run with Evans.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look,
touchdown, Rams! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Rams get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Let's go now.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into man territory.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Now Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 19. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team. And keep the clock moving.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now Stroud.
That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Rams, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.